Hello there, Itru here. Today we're going to be starting a brand new Let's Play series in Anno 1800. We're going to be going through the Enbesa story quest line, and we're going to attempt to see if we can unlock the whole of the palace and unify the whole of Enbesa. As we can see here, we are in front of Katima's place, and it's looking a little bit run down, so we've got a lot of work to do. So, let's have a look here. So this is the current state. I've already done the main quest line to get out here, and I've taken all the islands. However, I have done absolutely nothing on any of the islands at all. So everything is very bare. So this is the current state of the land. We have Katima's palace over here. And we have the marketplace at the front, which is rather run down. Then we have the destroyed ruins at the back and the temple, which is in dire need of maintenance. Then we have Wahadesa over here. This is the first quest and story island. Then we have Caduce, which has the second story quest line. And then we also have Angareb, which is over here, which is the pseudo pirates for the map. So we need to complete this, and we will need to unify them all together under Katima to be able to fully unlock everything. Now when you do go through the different unlocks, you'll have different visual aspects on how each of these islands will actually look, and including how the main Katima's section over here will look as well. And depending on if you unify the actual people, you'll also get buffs for your residents and production lines here in Enbesa. So we'll hopefully have a look at those as they come along. Now with Enbesa, we're going to be working with the irrigation mechanic they brought in with the DLC. As you can see over here, we have the dry arid land over here and the lush area here next to the water where we'll be able to grow crops, and animal farms on here will get a boost up to their full production. So we have river slots. There is no mining out here. There's no resources you need to actually mine from the mountains. They've replaced it with the river slot system, where you can choose what sort of production you get from the river slot. Whether it be water pump, where you can run channels into the land to make them habitable for growth and crops. You can make clay. Don't have to do that. You can also make the paper, which is needed for some of the later tier items. So, introductions are out of the way. Let's have a look at this then. So, this is Tambourine. This is where we start off. Right, so. Let's have a look. If we draw a line across here, that's going to be the straight edge across there. From about here then. If we draw the line across to there, this is just my plumb line that I'm going to be working across. You don't have to do this, it's just what I sometimes do, is just draw lines. Now, we can use tractors out on this map as well, so we're going to have to work out where the train tracks and the oil depots are actually going to be for the fueling stations as well. So we just run a line across there, that is straight up here. There we go. So we can have tractors on this island, probably either importing in here or over here. Okay, H for housing. And we'll just do housing in this central area here. I suppose we could do in blueprint here and just bookmarking my 3x2 block system. If you want to know why I use the 3x2, there is a guide on the channel going over my choices on this. and why it's really beneficial to do this on the harder difficulties. You can get away with not utilizing the 3x2 system on easier difficulty settings where the city incidents aren't as prevalent as they are in the higher difficulties. Okay, so that's that bookmarked in. We could, if we wanted to, plan ahead and also put in a town hall. However, I think that's getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Okay, as for streets, let's just draw that in there. Let's build that.
Goods are but a fraction of what is traded. Tales, news, prayer, all are bartered freely around the stalls.
Okay. So we need to build 10 residents.
You reached a new milestone.
Okay, there's 12. I say you buy 10, you get 2 free. Okay, we'll just draw that in here. Right, so you want me to build a Wanza woodcutter.
Wanza wood is sturdy
Mm-hmm.
and versatile. To expand, you will need some groves of your own.
Okay, here we go.
You come from a faraway land, do you not?
Yes, we do.
If you want, I can guide you around the savannah.
Sure, we'll accept it. So, you have regular wood, and then you have the African variant, which is the Wanza wood, which is used for the construction and other items out here. So if we have this over here now, if we have a look at this, it says on here, it will grow anywhere pretty much. It doesn't have a benefit of being on hydrated area. It doesn't increase its productivity at all. So you can place this wherever you particularly want over here. So I'm going to put this in the corner here. That's 81% there. It'll do.
You may want to build these a little way off. Noisome creatures tend to roost in the branches. Ours is a temperate way of life. We
Again, with
will
regular
have warm
wood,
goat milk.
you can overlap them. So in theory, you should be able to use forest density out here if you wanted to. Not that you're ever really going to need to be able to do that. Right, warehouse. We'll place the warehouse here. Oh, yep, let's get your road to the main harbour there. So we need to make and sustain goat's milk. Now goats, if we have a look at this, we need to hit 50 of these, which we will do very shortly. What I'm going to do is youth upgrade, and we'll build these on this side as well. As for streets, and again you can do shift S over here if you wanted to, or if you're not unlocked that. Okay, so we've got, what's that, 12, 24 houses. So if we have a look at the needs of the people over here,
City, like this one, where all was well.
they have the marketplace. They're going to require goat's milk. They need clothing, which is fineries, and they need sustenance of meat. Then for the happiness, they are affected again by pollution, working conditions, newspapers, luxury items, and whether you're at a wall state. And we need a musician's court, which is the equivalent of a pub out there, and hibiscus tea.
Sometimes I wonder what being born a Mihuran.
Okay, so how are these guys looking? Yeah, we need the milk. And milk, as we can see here, underneath where it says production time of 1 minute, improved by fertile soil. So if we were to build the goats here, it won't be as productive as if the actual plots were on the hydrated or fertile soil. Now let's have a look. We have a river slot here. We have another river slot there. And we have 2 up here. So we're going to be quite easy able to cover everything over here. Ooh, elephants just spawned in, as they do. So, water pump. Water pump. We're just going to do everything as water pumps. There we go. Yeah, I think we will need a little bit of hydrated area here. So here we go, canal systems. Let's just link this up to here. Okay, so we draw that to there, and then draw this down to there. It's 4 on either side for its coverage. Though, to be fair, we could actually do that even better. Let's have a look at this in reverse then. Let's delete this. And that. And that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That would actually cover that there fairly well. Right, we'll just run that to there.
Ready to go.
Let's delete that canal system. And as you can see the actual water transferring through the actual canal system. And as you can see, the colour change in the actual land. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. We'll run the canal from there to there. So we've got this covered here. So we have a little bit of space over here that we could actually do the goat's milk on if we wanted to. Let's just delete those for a second. Let's see where this is actually going to go. So it's 4 plots or pens, and they are a 4x3.
The flavor of warm goat milk. A trying creature to herd, but so bountiful in its gifts.
Now, if you have the Bright Harvest DLC, you can actually use silos over here. So we'll reserve this 3x2 block here for a silo. Let's just link that up. Then we'll put a warehouse there. Okay, we're just going to wait for the wood to come in. And again, we can adjust working conditions. That makes them miserable. Let's not do that. We'll just speed time up a little bit for a bit.
Now to smuggle it out.
You do that, Anne. Right, so there's the warehouse done. So 1 is producing a third of what we actually need at the moment, and we have 24 houses down here. So 72 houses off 1 goat's farm. However, population will increase very shortly. That's going to have more people in the house, thus increasing consumption. Right, let's just build these houses because we're going to need them. As for streets, whoops, let me clear that up. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Okay,
You reached
a new milestone. Thank you. Right, we'll put the musicians' court here. That's going to be a boost to their happiness. It looks like we don't have a road linking that on the east side of that quadrant. I think we're going to have to put down some extra wands of wood. Over here, yeah, there's a road missing.
Water, much like people, is a primal force, but with willpower, with intent, it can be exalted for the good of all.
Mm-hmm.
Water is scarce in this region of Enbesa, but Binyam and I have been working on a system.
Good old Benny. Sounds like an absolute delight. I wonder how his gas is. Right, let's move this over here. Okay, so there's the water pumps completed. Now, if we actually link the canals up together, or the water pumps, you'll actually combine the actual overall storage capacity. Because at the moment, unbuffed, it's 250 irrigation capacity. Bum, bum. Now, the way that I like to do my irrigation systems, let's just draw a line across here very quickly. There we go. I like to have channels like this from either the outside or the inside edge of the island, usually the inside edge, and then have my production and growing on the outside edge, so they can feed into the actual canals themselves. So I'll show you how I do my canal systems here very quickly. It's not the most efficient way, because sometimes you have to run the canals to places you wouldn't normally want them to go to, just so I have extra coverage like this here. Let's just run that to there. Let's run that there. Okay, we'll run that to there. Now, if we connect this all the way across to there. There we go. We now have 3 water pumps connected, and as you see, we now have 750 capacity. So if we connected this up to that one as well, we would have 1,000 water capacity across the whole canal system. Now you can just keep them separate and you have 1,000 capacity. However, if we had like 2 river slots here and linked them together, each of them might only reach to over here, and then this one could reach to here. However, if we link them to here, this top one or the combined might have an increased range up to here. So use it in your discretion. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Two, 3, 4. If I did that, that would cover that now. So we got that covering to there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 from there. Okay, we'll just run that one to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll just run it to here, so we actually have space A for production buildings to go on the outside edge, and a rail network as well. Though we can delete the canals later on, or trim them back, sorry. Okay. Now I could switch this out and actually have the canal running along this edge, because otherwise we're going to be stuck on canals. There's the crops won't actually cross a canal system for where they'll actually creep to. And they can't cross roads as they can with normal, sorry, as the same as with regular crops in the other worlds. So you have to organize where the canals are going to go to try and keep it uninterrupted. Right, so let's just draw a road here. I'll smarten these edges up in a moment. This is just so I can see where the actual construction runs out to. So if we have a road there. Excuse me. Right, that's that edge straightened up a little bit. So the rail system could cut across here. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that for a second. And that, and that, and that. So rail, rail, rail. Junction box. Rail. Then the rail could run down there, across here. Across. Right, run that to there. And there we'll have that running across to here. Right, so that is the... I mean, it's not right, but it's bookmarks it in early. To be fair, we don't need that road there. We'll just leave that as it is. Then if we have a road running up on that side, yeah, we've got rail jumping across to there. Then rail can cut across here, up here to maybe a harbour there. So we've got all this here to work with. Okay, so let's have...
broke out.
Bear with me. Oops, wrong map. Enbesa has snow. Technically, you can get snow over here if you do the first person only quests. Okay, that's that. Let's get rid of that canal there. And we could have a production building on that side. Here, and then a warehouse maybe, or a fueling station. Oh, really? Oh. Oh. Shit, don't. Did not mean to do that. Let's delete that one. Okay, that's fine then. Then we could, if we really wanted, that run into there. And that can run here. We can have production buildings on that side. Now, let's have a look at this. If we rotate this way now, we have a straight edge that we can run the canal system here. And then run channels this way. Right, we'll straighten that edge up. Doesn't need to be straight, but just look a little bit cleaner. Right, there's a nice long straight edge there.
The fire left ruins behind.
Look at that in a moment. Yeah, if we run it to here, then we can have a warehouse and production buildings here. So let's just drop that to there.
The people
1, 2, 3,
celebrate
4.
your leadership.
4, 4. Oh, that linked in quite nicely. 4. 4. 4. It's like I'm playing golf. 4. Then 4 to there. Then we've got space for production buildings, a warehouse, and a rail network running across here. And we have that area nicely hydrated. And we can have housing over here. And how much extra capacity we got? We're at 664 at the moment. So if I was to link this up to here. Okay, we're at 787. Now we do want to have canal systems available near the housing, as the fire stations actually need access to the canal systems for them to actually operate. So this circle on here has to be touching the canal system for the actual fire stations to actually be functional. As you can see, if we place it here, no water. However, if we connect it here, as you can see, they actually get a new animation where the water is being channeled into the fire station. So we'll look at those in a bit though. So we got planting area over there. We've got space over here that I could run a road up here. We could have like goats farms on this side. Now, the goats farms or anything animal farms where they have individual plots like this, you can, because they have a circle.
Oh, I didn't expect you there.
They don't have to be touching each other, the plots. So you can actually place a goat farm here, and then you can have one plot on this side and one plot on the other side of the irrigation channel. Okay. So how much does that give me then? 200 extra, or 213 that we can mess around with. So we could run it this way. Let's just actually have a look. How far can the canal system run to this way? We're going to delete this, because that's not needed. We'll run a road up to there. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Let's delete that. That's that gone. Right. Ba-da-da-ba. Now, the canal systems, you can actually increase the capacity of the canals in two different ways. One is by unifying a certain quest island, which will increase the water capacity by, I think it's 15, but we'll double check that when it happens. And you can also have trade union items that you can actually get from Katima. Like over here, we have Katima, and he has goods of general items. He also has some really nice purchase orders for high value. And over here, as you can see here, we have a stop gate already, and it's a green grade one, and that will increase the water capacity by 20. So again, if you can like a trade union here would probably cover both of them. Now the trade union has to touch the individual main building. It doesn't count if it's like touching this smaller one here. The radius on the trade union needs to touch the main big building here.